Hey everybody, Nick here. Real quick, we had a little power outage during a major storm here in Missouri, so we lost a little bit of the Kingdom Hearts talk. If you're watching the video, you'll see a flash of light, and that's kind of where the cut is. Sorry for the inconvenience, but other than that, solid episode, guys. Solid episode. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe below. Come on now. Hey everybody, it's Smashing Game Time. We're three brothers that talk about gaming's back catalog of yesteryear. I am your host, Nick. Down below me is Josh.
Well, hello everyone.
Josh, welcome back. We missed you. We hope that you survived the beach.
I did, but my computer did not.
Wait, what?
No, what happened?
Oh, story time. So,
Hold on. Time out. To my left,
right.
Jake. He probably doesn't have a story. That is Josh's twin. Jake, hello.
Yep, no story here.
No story here.
Carry on.
As always, we are a Trident Network podcast. Go check out our siblings. Rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts. Apple, Spotify, Google. Give us kind words. Give us 5 stars. We would really appreciate that. Free way to help the show. We're doing 2019 Q1 today. But Josh, I want to hear about your computer not surviving Mexico. Did the cartel get it?
no, the government did.
What happened? Can you talk about this legally?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, not like that. So, we get to Mexico. Everything's all good. I have my computer. It's alive. It works. There's no issues. I've been using it all week in the room. We get to the airport heading home, and Mexico's TSA decides to randomly pick me for their random search. The only white guy.
How's your ass feel?
It feels fantastic.
No, hold on. Oh wait, no, you weren't with Mom and Dave then.
No,
Say the only white guy.
Everybody else was it's obviously Cancun. It's all old white people.
The only young white man is what you mean. The only young white man.
I had intentions because I looked poor.
They're like, get this poor man out of here.
Wait a minute.
So they picked you. What happened?
All right, so they picked me. They're going through thankfully I didn't have to go into the back and all right, we're gonna check a few places. We didn't get any of that. It was I had to step to the side, they pat me down, and then they had to go through all my stuff thoroughly. And they did. We probably spent a good 10, 15 minutes there while they were going through all my stuff. And they were kind of aggressive with my laptop bag, which was my personal bag, so it was able to carry it onto the plane.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it got thrown across the room or anything. So I saw them being aggressive, and I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, everything's fine, should be fine, whatever. Well, I get into work Monday morning. I open up my laptop, get ready to plug it into the dock, and my screen just doesn't work. It's all blurry, it's all faded in, and the top, you can see where they were very aggressive. It was physical damage. They pushed too hard on the top of it.
Well, obviously your laptop had some illegally downloaded video games on it, so they had to rough it up.
It was my work laptop, so no. My personal laptop, yes. Nintendo got the hints, and
they planted those men there because you were bringing in an illegal copy of Tears of the Kingdom.
They slipped a $20 bills to Javier, and they said get it done. He got that shit done. He earned that 20.
So I'm sorry about your work computer, but it sounds like it can be replaced.
Yeah, it's in the process. They're finding out if the warranty covers it, and if not, they're going to see how much it costs to fix. Otherwise, I'm due for a new one at work. So, I mean, worst comes to worst, I get a new laptop. Otherwise, it's not the end of the world. I've got 3 monitors at the office, and I've got 2 at home. So it's not like I'm missing anything.
Hey, at least they didn't bully you for having 3 Halo books like somebody here.
I don't know. They bullied Andy this time.
What'd they say?
So we flew into Mexico, and in our check-in bag, Andy decided she wanted to bring microwave popcorn.
Okay.
As soon they open, they ask if we have anything like drug wise. We're like, nope, just medication. They open it. The TSA guy pulls out one of the bags, holds it, looks at the guy next to him. They say something and they start laughing. And he goes, "They fucking made fun of my popcorn." And I said, "Yeah, probably because they don't have microwaves where we're going."
They're fucking like the people working the gate. They are fucking assholes.
They are assholes.
Is she aware of the Halo story? My Halo story?
I did not tell her the Halo story, but made fun of her because she brought her porn books with her. So, well, not physically, but she brought her Kindle and had all of her porn books on it.
Her like erotica, like fiction.
Yes, I
Okay, I
call
was
it
gonna
porn
say
books
like,
because
did she bring the Kama Sutra for you guys? It's,
no, not that sex book. No.
we left
What I
that
call
one in the nightstand.
we took the pictures on our phones and we left it.
Oh,
no, so I call it her sex books because literally the first time she put one of them on, like she had like an Audible of it. Literally, for the first sentence I heard come out of this person's mouth, this narrator's mouth, is he shoved his throbbing cock into my wet folds, soft wet folds.
Soft, wet folds, indeed.
Man, my soft, wet folds are getting moist right now just thinking about this.
I had to look at him like, first off, who are their fucking... the throbbing cock, fine. That's a dude probably saying that. Soft, wet folds. Like
this is very much not... what's that subreddit? Not how girls or not how women work?
But it was a female writer.
Oh. I don't know.
That's what I said.
I need everyone listening to this to turn to their... female identifying partners and ask them if they've ever called it their folds, please.
Soft wet folds.
I'm sorry, they're soft wet folds because I've never heard a woman say it was their soft wet folds.
I've heard folds.
Not in a serious context though.
I mean, who would be serious about it?
apparently this writer.
I mean, let's face it right now. The equivalent of that is like the production of like Step Bro, Step Sis stuff. Like, who the fuck even reads or watches that? Like, who in the right mind goes, yeah, my step bro, or yeah, my step sis?
The porn meta's gotten really weird. I don't know what got us down into that dark path, but
I miss the good old days when it was pizza delivery guys delivering that sausage, or IT guys coming in to fix that printer.
What's wrong with it being your blood relative? What's wrong with it being your actual brother?
Whoa, that's weird.
Hey, you ask Hitler what was wrong with that, all right?
Speaking, I didn't know this podcast became a porn podcast, so there's been several episodes where we're getting into that shit.
Jake,
anyway,
it's called smashing game time.
Yeah, we're smashing it.
What do you think the smashing implies? Josh, besides all the erotica you read on the beach, what else did you get into over the last week?
Really, just, I mean, since I'm in Mexico, I didn't really have any games to play. I played all my free ones. I picked up Genshin Impact while I was gone just to make sure I did my daily stuff. My Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. I actually found this new one. It's the same team who does Genshin. It's called Star Rail. Jake, I'm pretty sure you've at least heard of this one.
heard of it. I've seen people play it.
Honestly, it's Nick, for you. I'm assuming you don't know.
I'm pulling up a video right now for the audience at home.
Yeah. Okay. So it's if you find
is it Honkai Star Rail?
Yeah. Honkai Star Rail. Essentially, it is Genshin, but rather than it being Breath of the Wild, it's more of a turn-based RPG, and I'm actually enjoying it so far.
Yeah, this it looks like the same art style. It's like just space.
It is pretty much, but it's in space.
Okay, it's kind of giving me like anime Mass Effect vibes, kind of.
Yeah, so I just finished the first. I guess it's the tutorial stuff, basically. I'm enjoying it so far. It's really good.
Okay, I like the look of this. I will never play it, but I respect it.
I said, to me, I actually enjoy this more than I did Genshin so far. But Genshin, like I said, it's to me now, it's two different. You've stepped into two different genres. Genshin is that Breath of the Wild. Star Rail is that turn-based, so Final Fantasy or whatever. Throwing your turn-based RPG at that point, JRPG.
Do you have games you want to get back to now that you're back this week?
Yes, Atomic Heart.
I've been thinking about jumping into that, so you and I can like have a deeper conversation about it.
I want to. I just haven't had the time, especially since I'm renting it from the library of all places. So
God damn it, the fucking library's renting out Russian propaganda.
I picked that up from them, and I also picked up Wild Hearts.
Okay, that's the Monster Hunter Lite game, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got those two, and then of course I still have my Dead Space that I need to go back and finish on the harder difficulty.
You son of a bitch. I know I'm not trying to drag your part out, but what did you listen to our ranking of the Zelda bosses, and did you agree?
I did not actually.
son of a bitch. Does
No, I
nobody
know, the
listen
one
to
time
this
I t-
podcast? Am I the only one?
You know I listen to them. I just haven't had a chance to. I've been busy.
The
You
only
know
one.
damn well I don't listen to that
Hey,
podcast.
I missed a week of work that I'm catching up on, okay?
The podcast takes priority over work, Josh.
Hey, if you guys could pay me enough to be able to do it, trust me, I'd sit there and listen to every single moment of it, and I would tell you what's wrong with it.
I'm
In
paying
second
you.
intervals.
I'm paying you in so much experience, you son of a bitch.
Okay, no, here's the deal. You get me a job where you work, I'll do it.
You know what? You don't even have to listen to the whole thing. Just pull up that list when you get a chance.
Is
And
it
if
in the
there's
show
anything you
notes?
don't agree with, it's like towards the end of the video. You don't have to do it now. Take a week. Take a week to think about it because I don't want you saying
All right.
anything rash on the show.
All right.
Even though it would make a great clip.
I'm sure I'm going to be disappointed.
I think we did pretty good. I think we did pretty good. 'Cause
Jake, you're going to be honest with me. Was it good or was it bad?
It was good.
Okay, wait. Do you have them somewhere? Or do I actually have to listen to it?
you just listen to like the last like 10, 15 minutes of it and you'll get
Yeah,
it.
but we don't have a document for you.
Okay, well, I'll let
we
you two
didn't.
talk about. I'll let you talk about what you've been playing and stuff. I'll listen to it real quick.
All right, Jake, I'll go and then I'll let you go. So I picked back up on 9 Years of Shadows. I have gotten a lot further into it. I want to say I'm about halfway. The game is still crashing a lot. They put out an update on May 1st, and it's still crashing like at least once every 2 hours on me. So that's super annoying. It's kind of adding a little stress to my life where I'm like, I have to get to the next save spot or I'm going to lose a lot of progress because if you die, you revert back to the last save. There's no like checkpoints or anything. It's archaic. Boss fights though have been really good. There's one in the middle. It's like a Leviathan. You fight it. You fight one head and you think it's over. And you don't realize it's a Leviathan until it becomes a Leviathan fight. So good. It very much feels like Castlevania. The more and more I play it, I think I've unlocked every armor set. So every armor set, it doesn't really change up how you attack. It just changes up how you traverse. So when you get the Gaia suit, which it makes you green, you can travel through like these networks of vines. And the traversal becomes really cool once you have all the suits. So that's something really cool. I'm really enjoying that. That's the one I've been spending the most time on. Almost done with it. I hope I'm done with it by next week. Marvel Snap, the new Guardians season came out. Been playing that a little more. The major new card for that is Nakamura, who's the other one, Nebula. And what Nebula does, she's kind of like Sunspot. You know how Sunspot, if you don't use any... she's a replacement for Sunspot. Sunspot, he gains some power for every energy you didn't use that previous turn. What Nebula does is, if you play her in a spot and the enemy doesn't play anyone in that spot on a turn, she gains 2 power every turn. So basically, like, it's forcing their hand to have to play in that area. And the cool thing about it is if you're playing a Guardians deck, if the enemy's playing to her, you know they're going to play to her. You can put one of your other Guardian cards down and get their thing. For those who don't know Guardians, all their abilities are if the enemy plays a card in this area, when you play this card, you gain 2 power or you gain this ability. So that's really cool. I also got Thanos. I'm getting better at my Thanos deck. It's still not great, but I got Lockjaw with it, the dog that like mills through your deck for you. So that's been fun. Excuse me. That's it on the video game side. I did go and see Guardians Volume 3 a few days ago with Rex. And guys, have you guys seen Guardians 3 yet? I'm gonna guess that's a no from both of you.
I said no. Josh is still in the.
Josh is listening to the podcast.
I just finished it.
Hold on. So Guardians 3, I liked it a lot. I liked it way better than Guardians 2. I think Guardians 2 was too willing to like be funny and like it. Guardians 2 didn't know how to pull back on the humor. This one pulls back on it. This one focuses a lot on Rocket, which I think is really good. They say goodbye to some of the characters in really tasteful ways. I won't spoil anything for anybody. It's great. It's a great movie. Probably the last good Marvel movie we'll see in a long time. Just with the writer strike, which, by the way, we stand with the WGA. Go,
I salute
go, go.
you.
Go, go, go.
But if
That's
you
the best
cancel
I can
Cobra
do.
Kai, I'm gonna kick your ass.
No, We will wait for it to come back. No, we stand with you. It's the best I can do for Missouri, guys. I'm sorry. That and send over a few bones. Josh, so you just listened to it. What are your thoughts? Josh just listened to our list of bosses from last week. Josh, what do you think?
So I obviously didn't hear the whole episode. I just found the spot where you guys talked about if you finalized in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Have you either of you played the A Link Between Worlds?
Yeah.
Okay. That was so I wasn't sure what you both played. I wasn't sure about Skyward Sword, and I wasn't sure about Link Between Worlds. So as far as the list goes, though, I agree with it, except for not knowing what those other two were, but I would have given it anyway because it's like whatever, it's two.
Okay. I was waiting for you to get pissy about one.
I other than those two that I really don't know because I haven't played them. I'm just.
Is there any? Were there any on there? Were there any not on there that you're like, how the fuck did I know? What the fuck?
I think the only what the fuck I had, and it's because of you, is why the fuck was Majora number 9?
Majora is just it's a chaotic fight, but there's not really there's nothing about it that makes it stand out. Like Majora is like an accumulation of like everything that has gone on. Like there's so much feeling in it. But other than like when you're fighting Ganon, and my brain is escaping me right now. But when you're fighting Ganon, like it's a really good fight. Like if you take the fight out of the context of the game, it's really good. When you take Majora,
are you talking about Ganon from Wind Waker?
I think Wind Waker or Ocarina of Time. Now, when you take Majora when you take the context out of the Majora fight, it's just this chaotic fight.
That's fair. I mean, all in all, I thought it was. I agree. It was a good list. I may have put Phantom Ganon maybe a little higher on the list.
He does seem to be a favorite, like amongst a lot of people.
But otherwise, I do agree that the Wind Waker Ganon fight with the castle being flooded, that is by far one of the coolest fights.
Bring Wind Waker to the Switch.
Honestly, I would even say I forget the actual name, but the Breath of the Wild's Ganon.
Oh, Calamity Ganon?
Calamity Ganon, thank you. As much as obviously it's overplayed since it's been out, if it was your first time playing it and you fucking saw that for the first time, you'd be shitting bricks too.
Oh, I forgot. I started Breath of the Wild. I've only played an hour. It's all right.
I enjoy it. It's a very big game.
I'm a little overwhelmed. Like at least with Fallout 3, when you get out into the mainland, you're kind of like, hey, there's no wrong answers. Go here. I feel like in Breath of the Wild, I feel like there are wrong answers. Like if I go here, like, oh, I'm wrong. I should probably just go over here then.
I feel like with Breath of the Wild, it was Nintendo saying, okay, guys, I'm kind of tired of making all these Mario games. And Zelda is the same game over and over again. Metroid's the same game over and over again. Let's try to switch it up a little bit. And that's how Breath of the Wild became a thing. And I think for their first attempt at an open world game, it's solid.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
It's such a big game, and my attention span is so small.
I'm just overwhelmed by it right now. But I'm sure I'll get into it. I'm slow to like those bigger games. I'm slow to get into them.
My problem is I'll get into it like for like a solid month, play it nonstop, won't beat it, take a break, but it'll be too long of a break that I come back and go, God damn, I got to start the whole damn thing over again because I forgot what I was doing.
It's my problem with Dreads right now.
Yeah.
Jake, what are you playing?
Oh, my turn now. Okay.
That's enough time. Let's go ahead and get into the 2019 part 1.
All right, here we go. So I've been playing Brawl Stars came out their Battle Pass 2 weeks ago, I think. Been playing that. It's been addicting. I've gotten back to where I left off last time I played. Been playing a couple of TFT games here and there. Just kind of getting back in the competitive scene with that. Apex, the new season just came out. New guys, fun. I've been actually playing a lot of ARAM on League of Legends. ARAM is all random, all mid. Just because like I'm kind of addicted to League of Legends skins right now.
If you couldn't
just
tell,
look
Jake's
Jake.
been more toxic as of late. He's playing League again.
So here's the thing, Jake. This is not actually 2019 Q1. This is an intervention.
Oh no.
Jake, we're worried about how much time you're spending playing League of Legends.
I am. I'm just playing random too, just casual. I don't want to play rank because I hate when I'm playing against people that know what they're doing compared to I play and I don't know what I'm doing. But you know, it's whatever. But that's it. That's all I got.
That's all he has. Jake, we're gonna need a new gaming toxic story from you soon. So I think it's perfect that you're playing League of Legends right now.
I kind of,
Hell yeah.
I kind of did have a somewhat of a, but it wasn't really toxic. It was friendly. The guy thought it was funny.
Okay, you know what? We got time. Cook.
So I killed this guy. I forgot. I think he was playing Scorner. It's like a scorpion guy, and I was some ADC. Anyway, he said something about after I killed him. He's like, "Oh, I got 6K health." I'm like, "Yeah, to hide your small little peepee." And he says it's average size, and I said, "Fair enough."
Jake, you are so toxic. So
But
We
he
gotta
laughed.
get this guy shut down right now.
He thought it was funny too.
Jake, you were the worst. You were the worst. I hope they ban you. Guys, it's been a minute since we've done one of these, but you guys ready to do 2019 Q1?
No.
Actually, I'm kind of excited because this is probably the only good one we're gonna have for a hot minute.
Stop it. I think 2019 was good. You're not seeing the bigger picture, Josh.
I don't know. I've seen with the first two, and I'm like, okay, or the first three, I'm like, yeah. The last two, I'm like, oh god.
I love the bad ones. All right, let's get into it.
Q1.
January 25th, Resident Evil 2 remake from Capcom. This was really good. This was something that was like rumored for the longest time, right?
Yes, this was rumored for the longest time, and they kept talking about Resident Evil 4 or Village. They kept bringing up words Village, and people are like, well, what does it mean?
So this took the awful camera angles of the original 2, got rid of them, put the camera behind Leon S. Kennedy and Claire Redfield as they're going through the police station. I think it's gotten to a point where I think the police station, the Raccoon City police station, has surpassed the mansion as like the top location in Resident
Yes.
Evil. And I think it'll be that way until Resident Evil 1 gets like the behind the back remake treatment, which I'm sure we'll get in like the next 5 years.
I thought about it. I don't think they're going to get that treatment alone. I think what's going to happen is they're going to combine the stories of 0 and 1.
Oh, I'd be totally okay with that. I think
I would be too.
Zero is really underappreciated. I think they could flesh out Billy's story, bring him back.
Yep.
There are some parts of Zero that are bullshit, like the dropping items mechanic, complete bullshit. They got rid of the chest, if I'm remembering correctly. It was cool that you could control both at the same time if you wanted to because of the C stick.
The thing I hate about 0 so much is the constantly having to switch back and forth between characters to do certain things.
Yeah, it was really weird. And I didn't like the separation. Like there was too much separation. And if you were separated for like a story part and Billy died, then you were fucked. But back to Resident Evil 2. Is this the first? No, this is not the first one with the Nemesis system. The enemy chasing you around, like tracking you. They did that with the Barkers in 7.
Yeah, so that was like the introduction to it. This is where they took it to the next level.
I think this is the best
Mr.
implementation.
X.
This is the best implementation.
This is the best implementation of it. I still think Resident Evil 3 is the most terrifying.
I don't like. So they did the same thing in 3, but I don't think 3 follows the same rules as Mr. X. So for those who don't know, Mr. X is a big enemy that follows you throughout the police station. In fact, I bet you it's the most replayed part on this video. I'm gonna get to it. Oh yeah, I have a feeling this is it. But so Mr. X is this big enemy hunting down people to kill him for Umbrella. He's scary looking. But he's in the building with you. Even if he isn't, like, he's tracking you throughout this whole section of the game.
And you can hear him.
It's very amazing.
Anywhere you go, you hear him, and it's terrifying.
I think it's coming up on the video, right?
No. So this is probably after the liquors and stuff. So you probably need to go maybe a little further.
Yeah, you go a little further.
I for sure thought it'd be the most played part.
No, cause it's became a little bit of a meme because when he first pops up, it's when he like lifts up.
Yeah, he
Yeah, he
lifts up
lifts
the
up the-
helicopter.
lifts up the helicopter.
Well, technically, we do see him in the camera prior.
Well, and it became a meme because the people playing it on PC were modding in different things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, of course, for those who aren't aware, the modding community is very huge on two things with Resident Evil. One, they always love to turn the big beefy guys into something funny. My favorite one has been Thomas the Train.
Go ahead and finish your thought. I have a mod that I want to tell you about real quick.
I mean, I like the San Andreas one.
San Andreas, yes.
Big Smoke.
Big
Yeah,
smoke.
Big Smoke. And of course, the other thing is turning all the female characters into their own personal
Anime girlfriends.
animal girlfriends. So Jiggly effects and everything.
So I was on. Yeah, it's the modding. The modders are amazing and disgusting all at the same time. So there's a screenshot of Resident Evil 4 going around, and I forget exactly, like it was to show something, but this player had modded Leon S. Kennedy. He was completely butt-ass naked in the picture.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Like, and I went into the comment section and everyone was saying something and no one was mentioning that he was naked. I was like, am I going crazy? Like he looks naked. Like it's the color, the picture is very desaturated. So it's like, did someone mess with this? Is this the actual game? But yeah, you just see, you see cheeks. It's the Halo treatment.
I think I know which mod it is too. Hold on. I'll look.
Josh has it ready to go. Josh already has
I
it.
have it downloaded.
Josh made the mod. It's Josh's mod. That's what it's called. Josh's Leon S. Kennedy mod. Cakes up Leon S. Kennedy. I can't say his name without saying Leon S. Kennedy. I can't do
I'm
it.
terrified of that one. Nah, that was not it.
We're getting off topic. I'm sorry, it's my fault, but
Your fault.
this is the remake that every other remake's going to be based off for the rest of our lives. I'm going to be 80. My kids are going to be playing on the PS20, and they're going to be talking about how this remake influenced every remake after it across the board. Really good, really scary, really fun. It was $10 last I saw on Steam. It was on sale. Thought about it, didn't get it. Josh is looking at his trying to dig up the mod that he made of Naked Leon.
I can't find the actual mod, but this is the second picture I found.
You can't find the file.
I'm not going to pull it up here.
Whoa, the owner of Smash Game Time has requested the Discord block any messages. Our mostly accurate robots deemed to be explicit.
Oh, did our mod pick it up?
Our mod picked it up.
We'll find a way around it. My phone's across the room. Can we move on before I
Yes,
see more
we
of
can
Leon
totally
S.
move
Kennedy than
on.
I want to?
Yes.
We will get those cheeks, damn it.
Leon
I mean,
Schlong Kennedy
Before we do that, though, literally the first thing, so I had to Google it because I couldn't remember the name.
with safe
Ready
search
for
off,
this?
of course.
No, it's on.
Oh boy,
Naked Leon Kennedy erected.
that was like one of the first things that popped up as you were typing
That's
the
literally
search.
that's literally the first thing on my Google search list.
Jesus. We're going to move on. We're going to move on before this episode gets too horny. January 29th, Kingdom Hearts 3 came out. This one, to me, kind of came and went. Kingdom Hearts is the Final Fantasy Disney mashup. It feels like it's getting a little more away from the Disney side of it.
Yeah, so they're I forget what they call the next saga, even though I've been watching the trailer over and over again because it looks so good. They're essentially trying to pull away more from Disney. Like the only Disney that I'm aware of that they're going to be maybe including, other than Donald and Goofy, is maybe Mickey. I think everybody else Disney-wise they're trying to pull away from, and they're trying to pull in more of the other Square Enix IPs. So more Final Fantasy, more The World Ends With Us, or You.
Is Dragon Quest Square?
No.
No, that's
That's Atlas? No, that's not Atlas. That's
No.
Persona.
I not the JRPG
Bandai Namco?
guy.
I don't know.
It's Bandai.
So everyone wanted Kingdom. Everyone just waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3. I mean,
I'm
because
one of them.
not one of them. they just came out like, oh, 2.5, 2.7,
2.8.
Like, it's just ridiculous how long it took for this game to come out. But when it came out, the game looks great. The thing I didn't care for was that I feel like there's too much cutscenes and less gameplay.
So it definitely got the Metal Gear Solid treatment. Guest directed by Hideo Kojima, and yeah, I would say by far this was definitely the easiest Kingdom Hearts.
I think it's just like, I think the fact that they have all those side games, Chain of Memories 2.5, 2.7, Dream Daddy, fucking
Dream Drop
booty,
Distance,
Dream
yes.
Drop,
Yes.
Whatever.
300 some days.
It's
356 and a half or 358 and a half days, something like
It's
that.
so convoluted. Like, who cares? Who cares? How many times do we have to stop the Heartless? How many times? Oh, now Roxas is my nobody. I don't give a shit. He is a nobody. Get him
Okay,
out
well,
of
hold
here.
on now. Don't shit on all of my Kingdom Hearts, all right? I enjoy Kingdom Hearts still. I was disappointed by 3. However, I think it's because this is the Activision treatment, or the Bungie treatment. This is the treatment Bungie received from Activision. It's the equivalent of that.
Of like
Square Enix was trying to do what they could, and Disney's like, "The fuck you are! You're gonna do it this way."
oh, it's all like, hey, we need this character to do this, and Disney's like, it's like when Harley Quinn wanted to make a joke about Batman going down on a woman, and DC was like, some heroes don't do that.
Another disappointing thing about this game, and I'm sure, I mean, I've heard a lot of people say something about it, but not like Kingdom Hearts had a great selection of secret boss fights.
I do like secret boss fights.
Not this one. This one had like 1 or 2. Well, the second one, I guess, because the DLC came out, whatever. But
think about this though. That's so 1 and 2 in America are very famous for not having not many. Like they had like the 2 secret bosses for each game. Where if you got the international version, similar to how they did like Final Fantasy 12, there was a lot more extra bosses in there that they introduced to internationally in 1.5 and 2.5.
This just looks very clunky. All right. So, hey, we are back after the power outage here in good old St. Louis, Missouri. Guys, do we have anything else to add about Kingdom Hearts 3 besides how bad it is?
It's a beautiful game, and the world between the land between worlds, the world between lands, or something like that. Basically, the water on the bottom, sky on the top, and it reflects off of each other. Beautifully done.
And that's it. It's just beautiful.
It's definitely a beautiful game, and I feel like it could have been so much better. I just think it's Disney having the eternal struggle that they have because they are the IP hoarders of the movie world. And hell, there's a reason why they own Marvel. I mean, thank God they didn't introduce Marvel into this, because God knows that would have gotten even messier.
They did Tron in 2, though, right?
They did do Tron in 2.
That was so long ago. They didn't do Star Wars in this one, did they?
No.
Okay, good.
There was rumors that there was
going
to be, but thank God never happened.
Disney was like, Jedi don't do that.
Wait a minute.
Imagine a Jedi Keyblade though, lightsaber Keyblade. That'd be kind of cool.
See, here's how that story goes. Anakin would just kill Sora because he goes for the younglings. Okay.
Yeah. Sora like pops up in that timeline in that area of the story.
He's actually the blonde kid who gets cut down immediately when he goes, Master Skywalker.
Wow. Moving on before things get darker. February 4th, Apex Legends from Respawn, the guys who brought you, speaking of Star Wars, the guys who brought you some of the hottest new Star Wars games and a little known series called Titanfall. Jake, you mentioned this game earlier. Don't you have anything to say about it?
I was waiting for you to shut your pie hole.
You shut up.
Anyway, Apex Legends. What brings me back to Apex Legends? Like, what reminds me is that like this game came out after I got out of basic training.
Yeah, and it came out of nowhere, if I remember correctly. I think all of a sudden it dropped, and people were just like, "What?"
and it was fun. It still is fun.
So for those who don't know, this is Battle Royale, more character-based though, hero-based, right? More like it's a
Yes.
hero shooter. If it were to mate with a
It's
with a Battle Royale game,
it's
teams
Rainbow
of three.
Six Siege's like characters basically meets Fortnite
And it's basically
without the building.
It's basically a it's Titanfall.
Yes.
Minus
It's a slower paced Titanfall.
no
without the
wall
Titans.
running. Hey, doesn't one of the new characters wall run?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought. Too bad.
You felt wrong.
I've enjoyed the few times I've played it. I can only do so many Battle Royale games. I do like that there's a drop master and you can like basically align together and like land together. I like how colorful the sky is when everyone's falling because everyone's got the different trail colors. The gunplay, I mean, I'd rather play Titanfall, but it's tight gunplay. Respawn's really good with their first-person shooters. Yeah, and this one has the storm, right? Right, like it's circling in as well,
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. It's not the storm though. They call it the ring.
and the hemlock. Oh my, mwah. People who play Apex may hate the
Oh,
hemlock.
that's a red tier now.
Yeah, it's red tiered.
Red tier means
So it means it only comes down in care packages.
because it's that good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nick, I think you'll enjoy the new legend. They actually brought in the smart pistol with him technically.
Oh, they have the smart pistol. Well, you know what? Fortnite
With
just
him.
added a smart pistol as well.
Jeez. Game's very competitive. It's fun. A lot of the unique character list. It's or I guess roster, if you want to say. Very humorous. You know, there's a lot of like background story too. That have a lot of great cinematic scenes. When new seasons start to kind of introduce characters. I mean, there's been some controversial stuff with when some characters released. Like for example, Seer. When Seer was out, he was just
Oh God, yeah, it was bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
people
were
were just
trolling.
losing their minds. Yeah.
You were trolling if you didn't play Seer.
I like how there's some areas on the map that correspond with some of the characters. Like, doesn't the tracker guy have like a whole like den?
In one of the maps, he does. Yes.
Yeah, it might not
actually
be
like
in there anymore, but I remember when I played, it was there, and I was like, "Oh, this is really cool."
Well, it's a rotating map set. So I forget which map that's on. Okay, or is it the world?
I don't remember.
Either way, it's they rotate the maps often, so that is one. And then the only common theme this game has is if you're a wraith, you're a shitty solo player.
Yeah.
People don't like Wraith. She's the one that can like.
No, people love Wraith.
Wraith, but it's a common theme that if you play Wraith, you're not a team player. You're gonna basically like bail on your team.
Because she's the one that can like teleport almost,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. That's why if you're playing with friends, you use her and you'll use her like skills to the extent they're supposed to be used. If you're doing it with randoms, you basically know it's going to be a 2v3 no matter what you do.
And this game's still going strong. Respawn's got a skeleton crew putting it out, like working
Yeah.
to the bone.
Hey, it still works though. They put out a new player people are apparently loving, and they haven't fucked up yet. So
Here we are 4 years later, still going strong.
25 million on the first day or first week.
25 million players.
Yeah.
And it's one of the few things EA's got going good for it at the moment.
Oh, later on we'll learn why.
They are on season 17.
Jeez Louise, Papa Cheese. Just 11 short days later, February 15th, you guys hear about this thing called the Cloud? Because this was a big selling point for this game at one point. Crackdown 3 came out. Oh,
Nick,
boy.
the only two things people remember about Crackdown 3 is Terry Crews
Yep. Terry Crews was in this game.
and how shitty this game was. That's the only two things people remember about this game.
So it looks bad. So for those who don't know, so the history, I'm a Crackdown historian. Let me talk to you kids. Here's my PBS talking head. The first Crackdown game came to the public attention because it had a demo for Halo 3. The Halo 3 demo was really good, and No one expected anything from this Crackdown game, but it also felt pretty good. It was a pretty good game. So this is an open world traversal game. I want to. It's like the antithesis. I hate that I've said that word twice now this week. Of what's the superhero series on PlayStation?
Infamous.
Infamous, yes. So it's all about traversal in this big city. You're fighting crime in this one as a super cop, which read the room, right? You guys, like maybe no super cops. Maybe let's leave that to the RoboCops of the world. The first one, all you were doing was running through the city, taking out these 3 different gangs with all these different strongholds. And, you know, it was fine when no one was really doing that. And then the Far Cries of the world came out. And, you know, the Ubisoftification of Ubisoft games where that's all you basically do. And Crackdown just kind of lost its luster. Like, yeah, it's cool that you can get a bunch of orbs and jump really high to the tallest building in the city. But other than that, like this third one, the way they were selling it, it was like everything was going, like everything was going to be cloud-based, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And like everything was like destructible as hell, and it was cloud-based. And like this game was announced, what, 2014, 2015?
2015.
And got pushed back multiple times. And so, I mean, the writing was kind of on the wall. This is the definition of a Game Pass game. Like, play it on Game Pass, you pay your $10 a Game Pass, play it for an hour, and be like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't spend $60 on that.
This was one of those games where it had a great trailer, and it just shitty when it came out.
I just didn't think this game was dead on arrival. I didn't think it was going to be good at all. Like two
was okay. Like it wasn't 1, but it also did some things different. I mean, you knew going into 2, you weren't playing the good guy. Yeah.
So, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, not only did you not know you knew you were not playing the good guy, but there was just so much going on. I mean, not only were you still dealing with like the remnants of like the rebels, I guess you would call them technically, but you're also dealing with all the freaks and stuff, the mutations.
Right. What I think this was a time when Microsoft saw what Sony was like. Every Sony game was a third-person narrative, like this. Like this feels like, because this came out. We had Sunset Overdrive the year or 2 years before that. I forget exactly when Sunset Overdrive came out. I feel like this was at a point where Microsoft was trying to shift to like having a lot more third person in its library. And, you know, just what resulted was not a lot of interesting games. Like, yeah, Sunset Overdrive was fun, but didn't really move any numbers for them. Like, Gears of War was their third-person thing the previous generation, so I'm guessing they felt comfortable enough to try and branch out more, and it just resulted in these uninteresting games that didn't really have an interesting narrative. Like you said, first game ends with the twist that, oh, are we the bad guy? We are the bad guys.
We're secretly the bad guys. And then 2, it just hints at it even more like, oh yeah, no, basically we are the bad guys.
Didn't 2 try to do a weird zombie thing with it though?
Yeah, they did. Well, they had something to do with all the cloning and stuff. And as the way they ended it, they made it seem like when we came back in 3, we were going to be the good guys. Like,
hey, you know, we were bad. Now we're going to be good. It's just...
well, no, because remember your character. Spoiler alert for those who haven't played 2.
Oh no.
The game ends with your character trying to basically stop the helicopter of one of the scientists from the other group, and he dies, and they see your arms in there, so they're going to clone you, or clone your character to basically fight back against the
evil cops, the
yes,
organization.
The organization.
It's just not interesting. There are better games out there. Go play Infamous. I think Infamous did this kind of stuff better.
Infamous is such a better game. Or actually, all 3 of them are such better games compared to these. So.
Well, I don't even think Infamous is the best comp, but like it's kind of where I feel like it's kind of what I feel like Microsoft is like, oh, Infamous is really cool. We need our open world.
Infamous, in my opinion, was Web of Shadows without the Spider-Man IP.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like, it feels good. It felt good to get around in the Crackdown games, but after a while, like when
rinse and repeat in areas, especially towards the end with the Triad organization, where you basically had to have almost all your stats maxed out to even climb the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, and nothing. I mean, it's cool to traverse it that way and cool to get around, but when everything around you is empty, you're kind of like, what am I? Why am I doing all this? Why am I
No,
on top of this building?
if they gave me a Crackdown where literally everything is destructible, like I mean, I could literally fly, and but I maybe shouldn't say that. If I could literally drive my car or a tank through every single building and watch the city crumble around me as I'm doing it, that would like that alone would you know how much you know how much gaming companies would make just on selling the game so people can mod the fuck out of it.
Now you just make me want to play that Red Faction Guerrilla game where everything was destructible.
No, just go play Red Faction where you can actually, C4 through walls and rocket through walls. And
I'll just go play Minecraft and burn your house down. That's what I'll do.
you can't even get on my server, it's private.
So speaking of bad games, just a week later, the latest game from BioWare came out. This was Anthem.
You guys want to be did you guys always want to be Iron Man? Did you want to possibly do it in the shittiest way possible? We've got it.
Great bit, Josh. Great bit. Yeah, if you wanted to play Iron Man, this is your game. This is this BioWare. This was their destiny. This is like, hey,
this is the Destiny killer.
We're gonna kill Destiny with this game.
It was the other way around. It basically was the equivalent of them trying to clone a Destiny, it coming out half brain dead, and then basically EA coming up and going, yeah, and just putting a bullet in their head.
I don't even know why you'd want to clone Destiny. Destiny's so fucking... Destiny hurts me on the inside.
I mean, it's a better game. I have to give it that. Like, the only thing I think I enjoyed out of Anthem is flying around like Iron Man, and even then...
But you're not flying around. You're hovering above the ground.
That's why I said even then.
If you want to play like Iron Man, play the what is it? It's the PS2 or Xbox 360 game. Was it Dark Void? The one that they were going to do. They were going to do the Matt Damon movie. That one had you flying like Iron Man. This one has you hovering
or
like
you
a scene in Age of Ultron.
Or you just spend a little bit extra money and just buy the VR headsets and play the Iron Man VR game.
This was dead on arrival. BioWare was already treading water because the last Mass Effect game, Andromeda, was dead just a
dead
bad
in the
game.
water as well.
Dead in the water. Yeah. Just floating through space like a headless corpse. I mean, that's how you can describe BioWare over the last two releases. And now we're waiting on the next Dragon Age and the next Mass Effect. And there's no hope. There's no hope. This is, the meme where like it's EA standing over somebody with a gun and like you can see the grave of like all the other the developers they've killed. It's BioWare digging with the shovel and they're getting ready to get shot in the head.
That's so dark, that's so true.
I have a feeling they're next. Because now, like when they bought BioWare, you're like, cool, like BioWare, like we'll keep getting consistent stuff, and then you kind of saw the writing on the wall. The further into it we got, Dragon Age Inquisition was okay. Then BioWare was like, all right, new Mass Effect, wham, dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now all EA has is Respawn.
Didn't they've officially shut down the Anthem servers now, haven't they?
Oh yeah. I remember that came out and I laughed my ass off.
It was really quick too, wasn't it?
Yeah. I actually have a physical copy.
Pull it up. Pull it up.
For PS4 somewhere.
Pull it up. If it's right there, pull it up.
Look right now if I have it over here. If it's on the other side, I might have to grab it.
He's about to pull the wire.
I think it's over there because I don't see it over here by me.
So to give the ear listeners a little more context, this is a it's first person, right? It's weird.
It's first person in the city.
In the hub,
and then once in the hub, and then once you leave, it goes into third person, or once you enter your suit to leave it, to do your raids and to explore.
Well, and you know what? It's really weird that it's a combat focused game because when I think BioWare, I don't think about their combat that much. The combat's never been the good part. The narrative has, and the narrative, from what I've heard, not very good.
No, it's not. I mean, I think I got halfway through the story and I couldn't. I quit.
Josh just checked out. He's like,
I did. It was bad.
Josh was like,
honestly, I remember seeing the trailer for this game and I was like, oh my god, this game is so fucking cool. It's impossible to ruin it. And Ubisoft said, or Ubisoft,
BioWare.
BioWare said, "Hold my beer."
You're the only person I've ever known that was excited about Anthem, and I like you a little less for that.
I saw remember the first trailer, and I said, "Oh my god, this is gonna be such a cool game."
This is gonna be Game of the Year 2019.
If I could go back and beat the shit out of myself, I totally would.
You're
It's
you go back. You go back. It's the Terminator rules. You go back naked, and younger you is like, me, and you're like, you slap the shit out of you. You're like,
it's
Anthem fucking sucks. Anthem fucking sucks.
I just imagine as soon as I'm done beating the shit out of my younger self, he just goes, "Hey, me, why?" This is the punishment you get for liking Anthem.
And you're standing there and you point at him. You're like, you know what you did.
And then my younger self just thinks about it every day and learns how to time travel and jump through different worlds just so it can find the me that beat its ass. So you can go, "Hey, Anthem's not a shitty game," and then get his ass beat again.
And the older you's gonna be like, "Oh, now I'm gonna go fuck your wife," and then the younger you's gonna be like, "I'm not married yet."
"Joke's on you. I'm your son." What? What the fuck is going on?
Now it's just getting convoluted.
It's convoluted.
It's
It's too
convoluted like
convoluted.
Kingdom Hearts. We got to get out of here. We
have to. It's bad.
It's a long episode. They're
I'm
all long
stuck.
episodes. Josh, you want to do some news?
Yeah, let's do some news real quick.
Read all about it. Latest football scores. Morning paper. Morning star. Paper, mister?
It's time for old news.
January 10th, Bungie terminated its publishing deal with Activision, maintaining rights to the Destiny series.
The best thing Activision could have done for itself. The best thing Bungie could have done for itself.
And honestly,
I don't get the Destiny appeal. I don't get it.
I agree 100%. I don't understand it either, but I'm glad that they're happy with what Destiny 2 is.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, Destiny 1 is not what they promised us. And I don't blame Bungie for that. I blame Activision.
The thing that sucks now is that Sony owns them, and Sony only bought them for the live games aspect of what they've done with Destiny. Because they want them, they're like, hey, this part of our portfolio we need a little work on. But you're starting to see games as a service fall off. So I'm like, Bungie, just make like a strong single player narrative. Like, get the fuck out of here with this shit. But
You always have to be online to play our games.
fuck Destiny, and fuck people who make that their whole, like, Destiny is your personality. That's your personality thing. Like,
They're light level 1,720 Warlock. They will whoop your ass, boy.
probably.
They will get Blade Dancer going, and they will destroy you.
I don't know what any of that means, but sure.
I totally mixed up two different classes, and they're probably like, "This motherfucker doesn't even play Destiny." It's been a hot minute, guys. I was a Titan anyway. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, you were.
January 30th, Nintendo ceases service operations of the Wii Shop channel app for the Nintendo Wii. We salute you.
We salute you, and the only reason people care about this is because of that Wii Shop music.
Yep.
Which you can just, I think there's like a 10-hour loop of it on YouTube, probably.
There is between that and Wii Sports.
You know, the Wii Shop music actually going to be the next movie Nintendo does.
So what's funny is that I remember going into the office when I was stationed down at McDill, and I would just put that on and turn it up.
And would people be like, turn that shit off?
So we had like one person that didn't like it, but everyone else liked it.
I bet you that one person was the one person everyone else didn't like. They're like,
No. She was cool. She was
Okay.
cool. It was one of those things with like her tolerance levels.
she's like, these fucking gamers.
She went to Walmart to get it Christmas Day when it came out, and both her parents were walking her down the highway, and fortunately, Joe Chill came and murdered her parents. That's how she came back, girl.
Who the fuck is Joe? Oh, that's a Batman
Yeah.
reference.
There you go.
Fuck,
Yeah, I
I'm
even
gonna
said
piss off
Joe
the-
Chill.
I'm gonna piss off the Destiny and fucking Batman people in one episode. Cool.
Big as fucked.
Cool. Cool. Neat.
February 12th, Activision Blizzard announced that despite a record quarter, it would be laying off about 8% or 775 positions, primarily from non-development sectors.
Man, when are
That's
these
still
Activision
going
Blizzard,
on.
when are these Activision Blizzard guys just gonna catch a break, man? I have a feeling I have a feeling they're gonna catch a break here on the next maybe 2022 when we get to it.
No, they're never going to catch a break. Maybe with Diablo 4, but I think there's going to be more controversy out of it than anything.
I'm starting to remember this is all pre-COVID, so this is hilarious.
Not only is it pre-COVID, but this is pre all the sexual allegations that came out of their office.
Yeah, wasn't that was that
Is that 2021?
late 2020, early 2021, maybe?
Yeah, something like that, maybe.
Because it was like the
Pre-com.
Ubisoft stuff hit, and then right after that, almost, I think the
Yeah.
Activision stuff hit. This next one makes me giggle.
Yeah, speaking of downfalls, March 19th, Google revealed Stadia, a game streaming service.
Do not salute these motherfuckers.
No, those motherfucker. No, this is the equivalent of they just launched the space shuttle. It's literally 10 feet off the ground and then it explodes.
You can't get I was making fun of Josh for being excited about Anthem. If there's anyone that ever gets excited about Google announcing anything, let me know who they are so I can go slap the shit out of them.
Yeah, this was bad. Like, just right off the bat, it was terrible.
For those who don't know, Stadia is where you can pull up basically a Google Chrome window and stream a game to it, play directly through that window. And you bought your games directly through Google, so it wasn't like you were pulling your games from Steam and doing that. It's a pretty cool concept. It just means you don't need like a monster computer to run monster games.
No, you spend $20-25 a month. You're able to play whenever you want, wherever you want, as long as you have the Google Stadia controller and you have that subscription. But guess what? One, we're not ready for that just yet. And two, there's just so many problems. And the fact, I think at one point, they even had it to where you could upgrade your membership to get like a true dedicated server for yourself, and it still didn't work.
So they shut down January. So what we're getting to is that they just shut Stadia down.
Yeah, didn't even last 4 years.
And we're not suing these motherfuckers. Fuck
No,
you.
that, like I said, they started lifting off. Everybody's like, "Oh, look at the pretty rocket!" And then boom, it blew up. And it's like, oh, everybody just turned around and walked away and didn't give a shit.
Fucking
Yeah.
This is the most bummed I've been with the news, Josh.
Oh,
You're bumming me
it gets a little worse here. March 26th, Electronic Arts announced it would be cutting about 350 jobs, or about 4% of its workforce.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of related to Anthem.
Yeah,
They were,
released a very shitty game.
and there's some other shit they're probably doing. How far removed from Battlefront 2 is this?
It's only like not even a year.
2 years or a year. Well, so EA at this point, I think they still had the exclusive Star Wars game deal, like the
Yeah.
license to do Star Wars games. And I think by this point they've just completely shit the bed. I don't know. 'Cause I think we're still a little bit off from the first Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah,
game.
it's later. Is it later this year, or I think it's in 2020?
Is it I think it's later this year because
I want to say it's later this year
it's been
because
about 4 years. Because I feel like it would. I feel like if it was a 2020 game, it would have been delayed. But I feel like it was. I'd have to look, but
I'm looking up now. While we're
they've
talking.
completely I think Rogue Squadron comes out the next year, but yeah, so they've had this license for the better part of 5 years now, 5 years at that point, and had done shit with it.
November 19th.
November 19th, and then Rogue Squadron came out like the following summer because I was playing a lot of Fortnite when it came out. Yeah, that won't be the last we hear of layoffs in the news next few episodes here. I'm sorry, folks.
Yeah, like I said, it only gets worse from here.
Josh, thanks for the depressing news. We appreciate you for
welcome.
depressing us. Jake, you got some memes?
Me.
Time.
I got you some memes.
All right, here we go.
Oh man, classic one. Yeah, you knew this one was gonna come up.
I knew this one was coming.
All right, we got a picture of Woody and Sora, and it's your infamous "Hold on, let him cook." And
a
that
good meme.
meme became popular.
All right,
Like maybe a year or two after it came out.
I knew
I think
this
a year
one.
after it came out.
I knew this one. I didn't know these other ones, so you might have to explain to me.
All right. Me sees a mirage knowing damn right it's his decoy. So anyway, I started blasting.
I get it now.
Basically, and I do this too. You know damn well it's that decoy. But
Everybody
you're like,
does it.
I'm just going to make sure.
Everybody does it. It's not just a you thing.
I love that the person who made this meme just pulled the clip from an airing of the show on FXX. It didn't try to airbrush it out or anything, or like.
Hey, they're loud and proud, all right?
We
you guys
got
watch
one
that
more. We
new-
got a special 3 memer here.
Did you watch that new trailer? Oh, it's Sunny?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was good. That's good. All right, we got one. Whoa, this is worthless.
This is so
that's-
true, too.
What
It
is that? What is that?
Spot on.
What is that
So,
thing?
that is a ping where you could ping, wherever on the map.
Yeah, it's like, hey, let's go here.
Mhm.
And that's Wraith. And like you said before, Wraiths don't ever fucking listen if you're
That's
randoms.
right. That's right.
Yep. It's worthless, Nick.
Hey, I got all these memes. Thanks, Jake. So, hey, you know what? We've got a quiz that Josh has put together. I'll let Josh explain it. Josh, take it away.
Yeah, everyone. So basically, Nick was like, guys, what do we want to do this week? And I was like, you know what? I want to see if you guys are smarter than an AI. So what I did was I went through the internet, scoured for some obscure questions that, of course, only the internet knows, and I did fact check them, and they are correct. And basically, I asked an AI. Now, you may be thinking, Josh, AIs are connected to the internet. They know everything. That's not true. I found an offline one that doesn't know everything, and I asked it these questions. It gave me answers. Now, not all of them are correct, obviously. So, I want to see if Jake and Nick together can beat this AI. There's
Okay.
only 10 questions.
And you said the AI did not get all 10 questions.
It did not
correct.
get all correct. I will
And
tell you
these are
that much.
all gaming related questions.
All of them are gaming related questions.
Is this your own personal AI, or is this an AI you pulled from the internet when you were pulling the Leon S. Kennedy naked mod?
I will neither confirm nor deny that one.
But this is not your own AI that you made up.
No. I did pull this AI out from the internet, but
His ass.
I did have it checked to make sure that it wasn't one that was connected to the internet.
Okay.
So
What did this AI have a purpose? Like when you download, like was this AI like a, hey, I'm a quiz AI, quiz me?
it was more of like you can ask it any question, and it will basically use what knowledge it has stored in its servers to answer it. So like it would have it was specifically built to basically, you could ask it questions from any topic for like most school things, but they also had like other topics, like they had gaming, they had social media, they had pop culture, stuff like that to it.
One more question, and I'll stop taking the fun out of it. If it didn't know, would it just say I don't know, or would it try to guess?
Every single time, because I was like curious too. Every single time I did it, it attempted the answer. It goes, I don't know the answer, but if I had to guess,
Okay, so it's a cocky motherfucker.
yes,
Let's
it's
bury this
definitely
bitch.
yeah, let's bury him. All right, so I'll start from the top. And like I said, you guys are working together, and you're allowed to talk to each other.
All right, Jake.
So
Oh, I didn't know we weren't.
Jake, Godspeed, Spider-Man. Let's
yeah.
go.
So question number one. This one is, like I said, some of these are pretty easy, and then it gets a little harder, a little more obscure. What is the name of the Norse god that Kratos faces in God of War?
It's Thor, right?
Would it be
Oh, gee,
Odin?
hold on. Before I go any further, this is based on 2018 video games.
Okay, 2018. Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be. He's fighting like Thor's in the. Wait, no, it's it's one of Thor's sons. No. Okay, because Odin is in the second one, and the
And so is
second
Thor.
It is Thor. Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
I thought Thor was in the second one, Nick.
Okay, you guys are doing this together, so you guys need to let me know when you're both confirming that you agree that that's your answer.
Do we want to go with Thor, Jake?
I know it's not Thor.
I don't know any of Thor's kids' names though, and that's who it would have been. It's not Loki, because the little shit kid is Loki. Spoiler alert. Sorry, everybody. We're going with Thor because Jake's
Okay.
dumbass face says he doesn't know.
That is incorrect. It's Boulder.
See, we didn't know that, Jake. We were gonna be sitting here twiddling our thumbs.
I knew it was a Thor. I just knew it wasn't.
Oh, like I said, some of these start to get really obscure, so I hope you guys are ready.
Jake not knowing is just as bad as me saying Thor.
Question number 2. In Call of Duty Black Ops 4, which new mode was introduced that did not feature a traditional campaign?
What new mode?
I bought that game. That game sucked. There's no story.
Did they have zombies?
They had
was
zombies.
in there.
It was
but they
like
had
some. It was like maybe some type of like firefight game mode.
Would it have been? Was it? What would they call it in Modern Warfare back in the day? Like Spec Ops.
Something like that.
Give me something, Jake. I know it's not that.
You're just mad because you know it's wrong too.
No, I did my due diligence. You owned this game though.
I owned it, but I only played it for the zombies.
That's sad when you spend $60 on a game to play one game mode for an hour.
You bought Anthem. Shut up.
Yeah,
So did you.
Yeah, you.
I
Like
didn't
that.
buy Anthem.
I'm pretty sure we all bought Anthem.
No, why did I buy Anthem?
Jake, we need an answer before this turns into a 2-hour episode.
Let's go with Spec Ops.
I will technically give it to you. It's not called it, but that's basically what it is.
What's its actual name?
Blackout.
Yeah, we were close.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's close enough. But
It's,
you guys
it's the
got
same.
gist.
It's the same idea.
concept,
it's like
yeah.
the different missions. Yeah.
Correct. So, moving on. Question number 3. Which actor played the main villain in Far Cry 5?
I was just talking to somebody about this shit. I don't know. But I'm gonna guess it was. Fuck. I don't know. Jake, do you know?
Lance Reddick. I know it's not him. I know who the actor. Like I know the face of the actor. I don't know his name though.
I can see his beard. I can see his fucking beard.
Greg Breik or Breek. I don't remember his last name.
These fucking questions, man.
I told you to get more and more obscure. Question number 4. In Shadow of the Tomb Raider, what is the name of the ancient Mayan civilization that Lara Croft must explore?
Is it real?
I mean, I think it is, yeah. I didn't check to see if the game's facts were factual. I just checked to make sure the questions were accurate, or the answers were accurate to the questions.
Montezuma.
Zuma.
Neither of those correct. It was the Patiti.
That was my next guess.
Yeah,
My
I'm
next
sure it
guess.
was. Oh, God. Okay. Number 5. Which 2 characters serve as the main protagonists in A Way Out?
Is this a Square Enix game?
That's the prison game. That's the guys who did It Takes Two after this. I don't know their
Never played
names.
it.
They're just both fucking idiots, and they end up killing you. You end up killing one of them, I think. I'm gonna guess Carl and Leroy.
Egg Butchers.
I want to guess Arnold and Eddie.
Leo and Vincent.
Leroy, kind of close.
I will give you a point since
Don't
it's
give him
something
that.
wrong.
No, we're gonna suffer, Nick. Don't give him that point.
We'll take the point. We need it to say I's probably winning right now.
Question number 6. What is the name of the mercenary group that serves as the primary antagonist in Far Cry 5?
Played this game.
You did?
No.
Damn, you need to be more
It's a
cultured out
cult,
there.
so they're like called like the Order or something. There's like, yeah, it's a weird cult.
Didn't they do like an ad for it too?
I'm gonna guess it's called the Order. 2018, not a big gaming year for me.
So the First Order.
The project at Eden's Gate.
That would have been my third guess.
Yeah. Question number 7.
What a shitty cult.
In Assassin's Creed Odyssey, what is the name of the ship that the player can upgrade and use to explore the Aegean Sea? I can already tell you guys are not going to win.
It's the Odyssey. The ship's called the Odyssey.
It's not.
What's it called? Mr. AI Man.
Altair.
It's the Adrestia.
Dude, this AI.
How many more questions we got?
You've got 3 more questions.
God damn.
Question number 8. Which game in the Mega Man series was released in 2018?
Oh, it's Mega Man 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
I knew that.
Question number 9. What is the name of the new game engine used in Red Dead Redemption 2?
Oh fuck! What is that? It is.
Isn't it Unreal?
No, it's got a specific name. It's Rockstar's specific. I couldn't tell you what it's called. Let's just go with Unreal.
Unreal 5.
Here, I'm going to give you guys a hint. This is the acronym. RAGE.
Yeah, I couldn't. The acronym's not going to help.
The R stands for Rockstar.
Rockstar, Artificial
Gaming
Environment.
Environment.
I'm just going to give you guys the point because it's close enough. Rockstar Advanced Game Engine.
What a shitty. Yeah.
What a shitty name. What do we got? 4 points?
Yeah, 4 points. Last question. Which game was developed by the creator of Dark Souls and features a ninja protagonist?
That's Sekiro.
That is correct.
All right. How many points do we have?
You have 5 points.
Tell us right now. Did we beat the AI?
You tied with the AI.
Whoa!
It couldn't tell me Rockstar's engine name.
That makes sense.
It couldn't tell me the Odyssey's ship name.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It couldn't tell me the 2 characters in A Way Out. It couldn't tell me the game mode for Black Ops 4. And it mixed up its gods in God of War.
I was gonna say, because some of those questions I feel like it can pull from, I guess, history and all that stuff, books, maybe.
Yeah, so it can try. And like I said, for some of it, it did decent. I'm surprised it even got Mega Man 11, to be honest. But for the most part, it failed. So you guys are just as smart as an AI.
Well, we only tied because Josh is a powder puff when it comes to giving points. Like, hey,
Well-
you know what? You said a word. I'm going to give you a point.
I'm torturing Nick enough as it is because we're going to be playing Metal Gear Survive.
Probably this weekend.
Oh, no, it's definitely going to be this weekend. As soon as we're done with this, buying the copy, I'm sending it your way, and you're going to download it.
So when you hear this on Monday, it's already too late. I'm dead.
Yes.
Yep.
But hey, this has been Smashing Game Time, everybody. Nick here, you can find me on Twitter at That Kaufman. You can also find me on Twitch and YouTube at Nick Fat Knight. I'm a little more active on Twitter right now, just posting stuff about the WGA strike, retweeting people who are putting out useful information. Go find me over there. It's where I'm at. Josh, where can the people find you?
You can find me anywhere. I'm Josh Saying.
This motherfucker's gonna make me play Metal Gear Survive, by the way. Jake, where can the people find you?
You find me on Twitter, Twitch, TikTok. Yeah, YouTube. Hey, Jakey Boy Kaufman, where I am not playing Metal Gear Survive.
Lucky bastard. And as always, you can find Smashing Game Time on any of the socials. We are on Twitter. We're on Twitch. We are on Instagram, TikTok. TikTok's where all the action's happening right now. Also, check us out on YouTube. That's where you're seeing our beautiful faces right now. If you're watching, thank you. We appreciate that. Go rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts. Kind words, 5 stars. We'd appreciate that so much. Again, Trident Network Podcast. Go check out our siblings. Thank you to Alex Marvin Clark for our intro and outro song, Hunt Him Down. We have a link in the show notes to his SoundCloud. Go check his stuff out. He's got some awesome stuff. Everybody, this has been Smashing Game Time. We hope you all had a smashing great time. We'll see each and every one of you next time.
Suck it.